but what kind of advice would you give those folks that are looking to start their startup and also looking to potentially have that exit route or have that IPO route?
Well, if you take it all the way back to startups, and you and I've worked together mentoring some startups, and I absolutely love it because some of the ideas that I've seen come across and some of the founders are just phenomenal to work for. But it all comes to, begin with the end in mind. And even if you're starting a company from scratch, know what you want to do. What's your exit strategy? Where do you want to be in, 1, 3, 5 years? What's your ultimate goal? It's now when you're starting, obviously it can change rapidly, but if you don't know what you're shooting for, you're just working. But I always like to do, strategic planning is one of the things I spend a lot of time with in my own companies and helping other companies. So frame out what you want the future to be, and then bring it back to even just quarterly or sometimes even monthly or weekly goals that you have to meet to get to where you want to be. And the other thing, I firmly believe in is, celebrate every success, even if it's, if you think it's small. It's interesting, once your team realizes that they're winning, it becomes easier to keep that going. That momentum builds. If a football team starts the year at 0-5, it's hard to build much momentum after that. But when you're celebrating success along the way, and it doesn't even have to be a huge celebration, but just acknowledging the fact that, hey, this was a milestone of something that we said we were going to do, and we did it. Just creates that culture of winning, throughout the company, and carry that on regardless of how large it gets.